We apologize for any technical difficulties that we've had. I'm Joe Lancello from Gate City Bank Field at the Fargo Dome, where we have Kittson County Central, the Bearcats, the defending champions in Section 8 9-man football, taking on the Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke Chargers. These teams met 2 weeks ago in the final regular season game. Kittson County Central winning that one 30-22 in Hallock, but the Chargers coming off a 20-0 win at Warren Alvarado Oslo last week in the semifinal, while Kittson County Central was a 34-0 winner over Winnie-Mac in their semifinal. In fact, the Bearcats have not allowed a point in their 2 postseason games. We'll check in with James Cardarelli down on the field, and we'll hear from the coaches, Corey Walling of Kittson County Central and John Wilewski of Goodridge Grygla, when we return in 2 minutes. This is the Section 8 9-man football championship game on YourLiveEvent.com and on KKCQ Radio.
All right, we in break.
I hope so.
Are the ads not playing?
It looks like it's playing, but I've got a split screen here for some reason, and I don't know why.
Okay. Well, I got the Grygla-Goodridge head coach with me right now. So
okay.
And
yeah. I said a 2-minute break. So.
Right. Yep. Okay. Does Joey see me down here?
Does Joey see him? Oh, damn it.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Lynn Fords Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
And we are back at the Fargo Dome, and James Cardarelli is down on the field with John Wilewski, the coach of the Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke Chargers.
I'm with Coach Wilewski here with the Chargers. Coach, talk about how special this is for your program and for your guys.
Well, it's nice to get back. It's been 10 years since we've been here. We lost on a Hail Mary tip pass last year. The kids have been hungry to get back, and we're here. We're getting better and better every week.
You're facing a Kittson County Central team. They haven't given up any points so far in the playoffs. What kind of challenges does that defense pose to your offense?
Well, their line is so big. We played them the last game of the season. We got down 17-0. We came back 16-17, 20-22. Ended up losing on a last play to tie it up. But they're big. We got to get underneath them, slow them down, and keep them in check.
And then defensively, they got a high-powered offense on the other side. They average around 40 points a game. What do you got to do to slow them down?
Well, Schmiedeberg, of course, everything goes through him. And then Vig, the older Vig, great tight end. I think both of them are planning going UND. So we got our work cut out for us. Big thing is we want to get through this first quarter, keep the game close no matter what, and then hopefully wear them down. They did wear down on us last time we played them, and it's hot in here, so that might be a benefit if we can keep the game close.
And final question, when the clock hits 0 and the Chargers are up on the scoreboard, what did that game look like?
28-24 us.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck out there.
Thank you.
Okay, James, thank you very much. And we continue with our Solely Realty pregame show. And we will be back with more when we return in 2 minutes. This is the Section 8 9-man football final on YourLiveEvent.com and on KKCQ Radio.
Farmers Union Oil Company and Agronomy in Grygla has 24/7 pay at the pumps and a full convenience store. Bulk fuel and propane is also available. They are a full-service agronomy center, offering crop protection products and crop nutrients. They are a seed dealer for Peterson Farms and Pro Seed. Call today at 218-294-6153 or 218-294-6117. Farmers Union Oil Company and Agronomy in Grygla.
Machinewell in Grygla is a proud sponsor of Grygla-Goodridge Athletics. Their machine shop specializes in production sawing, turning, milling, robotic machining, as well as prototype and production volumes, also providing robotic welding and hand welding and assembly work to a diversified batch of customers. Machinewell is currently seeking skilled and unskilled workers and laborers. They also provide tuition reimbursement to high school graduates and current college students. Machinewell in Grygla since 1976.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben & Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
Back at the Fargo Dome, James Cardarelli is back on the field on our Solely Realty pregame show, and he's got Corey Walling, the coach of the Kittson County Central Bearcats.
I got head coach of the Bearcats, Corey Whaling, here with me. Coach, you guys have had an impressive season. You're on an incredible run. What has this year been like for you?
It's been a blast. It's been a blast. We were in another week of practice. That was our goal. And now we got to earn another one. So the guys have had a good year, but it's week to week in football, so you got to perform and do your thing on the field. So,
well, Coach, you guys haven't given up any points all playoffs long. What's a testament to that?
We got to stop these guys, and they are dangerous. They make you defend the whole field. They got backs all over the place. They got size, speed. Hopefully we can do that. That would be a dream come true, but we gotta make sure that we play our positions, trust our teammates to do our thing defensively.
You guys were in this game a year ago and you won. How important is that experience to carry over into this game?
Yeah, I think that was big this week actually. When you're talking about things, hey, remember, I don't know how many times we said that. And the guys, the leaders on our team, they kind of took that on and said, yeah, they're trying to get those young guys in line. So it is a very different place to play. It's hot. It just sucks the wind out of you, and it's not noisy, but it just sucks the sound out of the air. So it's a very different atmosphere than playing under the Friday Night Lights.
You guys played the Chargers earlier in the season. I think it was the last game of the regular season. They played you tough. You won by 8 points. What kind of challenges do they pose to you?
Like I said, they make you defend the whole field. Their speed is tough, so you gotta keep them inside the numbers kind of thing. And then rally to the ball and make tackles And then defensively, they just play their assignment so sharp and then they fly to the ball and they hit. So it might turn into a grind type game. We got up on them the first time, a couple quick scores, and then it was game on, and it was back and forth. So it's looking for a fun game.
And then last question, the clock hits 0. You guys are hoisting the trophy. What did that game look like for the Bearcats?
I don't know. We did a lot of things right. And like I said, we earned another week of practice.
Thank you for your time, Coach, and best of luck to you.
Thank you much.
All right, that was Corey Whaling here on YourLiveEvent.com. Joe, back to you.
Okay, James, thanks very much. Our pregame coaches interviews brought to you by Border Bank in Clearbrook, and this is part of our Solely Realty pregame show. And we will return in 1 minute with the starting lineups here on YourLiveEvent.com and on KKCQ Radio.
At Grygla School, we thrive in our family-type atmosphere. We are a small school with big opportunities, from trap shooting and athletics to robotics and drama. At Grygla School, we promote small-town values. We are proud of all of our students, athletes, teachers, and faculty. Grygla School wishes good luck to all of our athletic teams during this fall and winter season. Come join our Grygla family. Together, we are Charter Strong.
For more information, visit grygla.k12.mn.us.
At Community Co-op, we offer our energy solutions programs to help area farm operations. Hi, this is Rocky Bruin. One of our popular programs is our fuel contracting with only 30 cents per gallon upfront payment, and our pricing programs are a couple quick reasons why you would lock in your fuel contracting price with Community Co-op. Let us help you manage your risk. Call 1-888-935-2281 and we can discuss more of your energy solutions programs from Community Co-op's Lake Park.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
Riverview Health is pleased to welcome Dr. Vanita Parikh to their team. Dr. Parikh is an experienced interventional pain management physician specializing in effective treatment options to increase functionality and comfort for daily living. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595. Dr. Parikh is seeing patients in both the Crookston and East Grand Forks clinics.
Riverview Health.
Welcome back to our Solely Realty pregame show, and we continue now with a look at our starting lineup brought to you by Palabicki's Express. Let's take a look at things first of all while Grygla-Gatzke has the ball on offense. Their quarterback is number 3, Blake Richlock. He has rushed for 516 yards and 11 touchdowns, and he's thrown for 565 yards and 6 touchdowns. The fullback is number 8, Matt Bussey, a senior, 741 yards rushing and 11 touchdowns. The 2 wingbacks, number 1, Lewis Jones, a 5'8", 160-pound junior, leads the team in receptions with 27 catches for 271 yards and 2 touchdowns. The other wingback, number 20, Kian Nelson, 6', 165-pound junior, has rushed for 350 yards and 4 touchdowns. At the ends, number 5, Kaylor Torgerson, a 5'10", 180-pound senior, and number 19, Elliott Phillip, 5'10", 165, a senior. The offensive front at center, number 41, Reese Sundberg, 6'2", 270, a senior. And the guards, number 49, Dane Arvison, 6'4", 195, a senior, and Trey Alton, 5'10", 185, a senior. John Wolebski, the coach of Grygla-Goodridge-Gatzke, the Chargers 8-2 on the year. And they'll face this Kittson County Central Bearcat defense, a 4-2 setup. The ends are the Vig brothers. 19 is Ty Vig, a sophomore, 6'4", 175, 3 sacks on the year. The right end is Caden Vig, number 88, 6'6", 235, a senior, 14.5 sacks on the year, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, and he turned that into a touchdown, 1 interception, and Caden Vig turned that into a touchdown. The tackles for the Bearcats, 72, Isaac Folan, 6'3", 330, a senior with 2 sacks on the year. Number 80, Ted Webster, 6'1", 175, a senior. The 2 linebackers, 24, Morgan Muir, 5'8", 165, a junior. And 44, Xander Anderson, 5'9", 175, a sophomore. 3 in the secondary for Kittson County Central. Number 10, Dylan Warnke, 5'10", 135, a junior. 21, Chisholm Schmiedeberg, 5'8", 155, a senior, with 2 interceptions, a forced fumble, and a sack on the year. And number 8, Braden Fakin, 5'11", 175-pound senior, Faken with 5 interceptions on the year, one of which he returned for a touchdown. Now let's take a look at Kittson County Central on offense. The 10-0 Bearcats will have number 8, Braden Faken, their quarterback. He's rushed for 302 yards on the year and 5 touchdowns, passed for 521 yards and 9 touchdowns. The fullback, 24, Morgan Muir, a junior, 589 yards rushing on the year and 8 touchdowns. The tailback, the main man in the Kittson County Central offense, 21, Chisholm Schmiedeberg, 5'8", 155, a senior. He's rushed for 1,796 yards, better than 10 yards a carry, 24 touchdowns with 2 extra points. The wingback is 19, Ty Vig, a sophomore. The ends, 88, Caden Vig, 6'6", 235, a senior with 15 catches on the year, 5 touchdowns. And 75, Simon Turwee, 6', 175, a junior. And the offensive front, Isaac Foland is the center, 6'3", 330, a senior. The guards, 80, Ted Webster, a senior, and 99, Hogan Mortensen, 6'1", 240, a senior. Corey Whaling, the coach of Kittson County Central. The Bearcats 10-0 on the year. And they will face this defense from Grygla-Gatzke, a 3-3 setup. The nose tackle is Reese Sundberg, 41, 6'2", 270, a senior with 13 tackles for loss on the year. The tackles, 21, Trey Alton, a senior, and 49, Dane Arvison, a senior. The middle linebacker, number 19, Elliot Phillip, a senior with 68 tackles on the year. Outside linebackers, number 5, Kaylor Torgerson, and number 3, Blake Richlock. Richlock with 7 sacks on the year. 3 in the secondary, number 8, Matt Bussey, number 20, Keehan Nelson, and number 1, Lewis Jones. Jones with 67.5 tackles on the season. So those are our starting lineups, brought to you by Palabicki's Express. We will come back to the Fargo Dome. Get you ready for the kickoff of this Section 8 9-man football championship game between Goodridge, Grygla-Gatzke, and Kittson County Central. Will return in 2 minutes on YourLiveEvent.com and KKCQ.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
The Erickson Smokehouse in Fertile, serving daily lunch and nightly dinner specials. Dine in or carry out 945-6806. As you travel to games this tournament season, stop in before or after at the Erickson Smokehouse for a great meal smoked in-house at the Erickson Smokehouse. Wings, brisket, chicken, and more when you head to the Erickson Smokehouse in Fertile. Wishing good luck to our area teams participating in postseason play. Daily lunch and nightly dinner specials available for dine-in or carry-out 945-6806 at the Erickson Smokehouse in Fertile.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Back at Gate City Bank Field at the Fargo Dome, Joe Lancello with you along with James Cardarelli. As the Grygla-Gatzke Chargers being introduced, they will be wearing the traveling white uniforms with royal blue numbers, black pants trimmed in royal blue and gold, white helmets. trimmed in royal blue and gold. And now the home team, Kittson County Central, the Bearcats, green shirts, green numbers, trimmed in gold, green pants, gold and white trim, and green helmets. That'll be an interesting matchup, James, in the offensive front. You've got Isaac Foland standing 6'3" and 330, while the Chargers have Reese Sundberg at 6'2", 270. That should be an interesting battle of the heavyweights on the line.
Absolutely, and I talked to a few of these Charger players before this game earlier in the week, and they all raved about Reese Sundberg controlling the line of scrimmage. He's all conference at that center position, and they'll follow his lead.
Again, these teams met in the final game of the regular season, and that was Kittson County Central winning it 30-22 in Hallock. Since then, the playoffs, the Chargers have beaten Badger Greenbush Middle River 22-15, and then winning at Warren Alvarado Oslo 20-0 last Saturday, and that was an exact reversal of what happened in the regular season between the Chargers and Warren Alvarado Oslo. It will be the Chargers kicking off from right to left. Blake Ricklock will be doing the kicking deep to receive Braden Fakin and Chisholm Schmiedeberg. And that's a ground ball that's going to go out of bounds to the far side of the field around the 35-yard line. And the 35 is about where the Bearcats will set up shop offensively.
Yeah, that's going to give the Bearcats great field position here to start, not what the Chargers wanted.
Then again, they may have also wanted to not have Chisholm Schmiedeberg return the kickoff. He's averaged 14.7 yards per kickoff return, and he's also got a punt return on the year.
Yeah, Schmiedeberg's a dynamic player, and it's a name you're going to call a lot today, Joe.
Ball's been put on the 36-yard line. That may be the spot where the ball went out of bounds, and the Bearcats may have preferred to take it there as opposed to the regular penalty. And now we've got a conversation between the officials here. Still waiting for our first play from scrimmage, and the Bearcat players go back into their huddle. This is the Section 8 9-man football championship game on KCCQ in Fosston and on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Joe Lancello, and now they're moving the ball to the 41-yard line. No explanations. Tight formation, almost a victory formation by Kittson Central, and it was faking the quarterback, keeping it, just going behind his left guard and picking up a yard. Now that is an unusual way to start a game. You usually see a victory formation at the end of a game, James, not the beginning.
Yeah, I think they were trying to catch the Chargers off guard, but a good job up front by that Charger defense holding them to 1 yard.
Second down, 9 just underway. Kittson County Central looking to repeat as Section 8 champions in 9-man football. Now a wing on the right side, I formation. And to give to the tailback, Schmiedeberg, as he plows straight ahead to the 47-yard line, a gain of 5. Setting up 3rd and 4.
This is a huge third down for the Chargers. If they can hold them to a 3-and-out here and get the ball back, that'll be great for this Charger team to start the game.
5 men in the box defensively for Grygla-Gatzke. Schmiedeberg trying to get around left, and he will get around the corner, taking a couple of Chargers with him. It seemed like he was going to be stopped for a loss, but Schmiedeberg running well, getting into Charger territory at the 48. First down of the game.
Nelson came up, made the initial hit, and then Schmiedeberg able to power through for the first down.
Schmiedeberg 10 yards and 2 carries so far. Opening drive of the ball game. 10:30 to go, opening quarter. Bearcats going from left to right, ball in the far hash. Wing on the left side, I formation, faking under center. Gives her Schmiedeberg again, trying to go around the right side. He'll be stacked up for probably a 2-yard gain there. In on the hit was Matt Bussey, number 8 for the Chargers. Second down 8 now for Kittson County Central. Almost like a 5-4 set the way the Charger defense is. 2nd and 8. Schmiedeberg around the left side. Grabbed by Lewis Jones, the safety, after a gain to about the 43. 4 straight carries for Schmiedeberg. They'll give him 4 yards to the 42 to make it 3rd down and 4 for the Bearcats.
Another key 3rd down on this drive. Let's see if the Chargers can get off the field.
Quarterback Braden Fakin, a senior, going over to the sideline to Coach Corey Whaling to get the play call. Wing left, deuce backfield this time behind Fakin on 3rd down. Schmiedeberg again trying to go over the left side, and he is grabbed right away by Reese Sundberg. Stopped at the 40, so it's going to be 4th and short.
Sundberg and Lewis Jones coming up and making the hit right there. 4th and 3. Let's see if the Bearcats go for it.
Little musical chairs on the Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke side. Caden Vig is in punt formation, but let's see if he actually does kick it. From the 40, snap back to him. The kick is high, fielded at the 11 by Lewis Jones, cutting into the near side. Now back to the far side of the field, 20, got a little room, 25, 30, 35 down the far sideline, and knocked down about the 47-yard line. And you talk about making chicken salad out of something else. Lewis Jones with a great return on that punt, 29 yards on the punt, much more on the return, and the Chargers will start off at their own 46.
He was going left, he was going right. Huge gain for Jones there.
35 yards on the punt return. First offensive play for the Chargers. And a gift for the fullback, Matt Bussey, going up the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the 50-yard line.
And the Chargers, they will rely on their run game with Matt Bussey and Lewis Jones throughout this game.
It's not as one-sided as, say, Kittson County Central is, where Schmiedeberg left, Schmiedeberg right, and so on. The Chargers will mix it up a little bit more.
Absolutely.
From the 50, 2nd down and 6 for the Chargers, who go from right to left. Toss to the near side. And a first down to the 43, 42-yard line. Kean Nelson. And that'll be a first down as he came from the left side, or from the right side rather, took a sweep and went left. Gain of 8 for Kean Nelson, 6 foot, 165-pound junior. Chargers first down of the game. They are now in Bearcat territory at the 42. Ball just inside the near hash as they go from right to left. And the quarterback, Ricklock, just going straight ahead, getting across the 40 to the 38.
Chargers mixing it up. We've seen Ricklock as well as Nelson and Bussey with carries on this drive already.
Pickup of 5 for Blake Ricklock. 516 yards rushing and 11 touchdowns in the season for him so far. Picked up another 5 on that play. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke. Wings to both sides. Just one tailback. It'll be Ricklock straight ahead again. Bulling his way forward across the 35, perhaps to the 33. That'll set up 3rd and short for the Chargers.
And let's see if they go right behind Reese Sundberg again with another sneak here.
And it's Sundberg facing the two defensive tackles, Foland at 330 and Webster at 175. I was going to say it would be a great heavyweight wrestling matchup, except the limit is 285 pounds and Foland tips in at 330.
There's always pro wrestling for him.
3rd and 1. Deuce backfield. And a give for Lewis Jones trying to sweep the right side. He is going to be close, but I don't know if he made it. He didn't.
And I think if you're the Chargers, you go for it here.
They mark it as no gain. 4th and 1 from the 33. Looks like maybe just less than a yard. Bearcats bring in an extra defensive lineman. Jones the one setback. Or check that, Bussey the setback. He takes the handoff, veers off left tackle, gets a first down to the 29.
The Chargers relying on their power game for the first down on that one, Joe.
To the 29-yard line, their second first down of the drive. 4:53 to go in the opening quarter. No score. Grygla-Gatzke with their first possession of the game. Jones coming in motion to the far side, and Jones taking a jet sweep, and he may have lost a yard. Good pursuit by the Bearcat defense.
Yeah, Schmiedeberg came up and laid a big hit on Jones right there.
2nd down, 11 from the 30. Blake Ricklock going to the far sideline to get the play from his coach, John Wolebski. Ball now on the far hash as the Chargers go from right to left in the traveling white. Wings to both sides. Nelson going into deep motion. And he, in fact, took the handoff, went around the left side and carried to the 25-yard line for a gain of 5, which will make it 3rd and 4. Xander Anderson, the sophomore linebacker, on the tackle for the Bearcats. Three and a half minutes to go in the opening quarter of a scoreless game. Third and 6 from the 25. Ricklock rolling left, throwing. Pass is incomplete, out of the reach of Kaylor Torgerson, who was at about the 15-yard line. First pass attempt of the game is incomplete. That will set up 4th down from the 25-yard line with 3:18 to go in the opening quarter. No score. And a spot here where Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke is going to have to go for it. Third and 5 from the 25. Ricklock out of the shotgun this time with Bussey at his left hip, and receivers wide to both sides. Ricklock rolling right, throwing, pass caught by Lewis Jones. Was he in bounds?
He was in bounds, and he pinpointed that ball at the high point. Perfect throw and catch for the first down. That's a huge play for the Chargers.
6-yard gain for Lewis Jones to the 19-yard line. 3rd first down of the drive for the Chargers. Looking to break a scoreless tie with 3:13 to go, first quarter. Joe Lancello, James Cardarelli with you. Full house backfield now with Ricklock under center. He'll give for Lewis Jones. Behind right tackle, he'll carry to the 15. Second down 6 for Grygla-Gatzke. Chargers break their huddle. Two tight ends, wings to both sides. Jones coming in motion, but it's the quarterback, Ricklock, keeping it himself between center and right guard, getting to near the 10, so it'll be 3rd and short. Gain of 5 to the 10, will be 3rd and 1. Charger line doing a very good job getting off their blocks and allowing the runners to advance. Two minutes ago in the opening quarter. No score, 3rd and 1 for the Chargers at the Kittson County Central 10. Ricklock, the quarterback, keeping it. He surged forward, then was dropped back.
That's going to be really close, Joe. We'll see where they give him the spot. I'm right at the line judge right now. And they're calling first down.
At the 9. 1st and goal, Grygla-Gatzke. 4th first down of this drive, which started at the Charger 46 after a nice punt return by Lewis Jones. Clock running now with a minute 35 to go first quarter. Charger fans on the far side of the field decked out in all royal blue. Jones splits out wide to the left. Toss for Ricklock, or check that, Bussey out of the pistol. He'll go around the left side and carry to the 4, maybe the 3. Shades of the Wildcat.
Little trickery there from the Charger offense. Caught the Bearcats off guard. And Bussey with a nice gain on first down.
And Kittson County Central want a timeout. 1:08 to go first quarter. No score between the Bearcats and Chargers. Back in 30 seconds on YourLiveEvent.com and on KKCQ.
Farmers Union Oil Company and Agronomy in Grygla has 24/7 pay at the pumps and a full convenience store. Bulk fuel and propane is also available. They are a full-service agronomy center, offering crop protection products and crop nutrients. They are a seed dealer for Peterson Farms and Pro Seed. Call today at 218-294-6153 or 218-294-6117. Farmers Union Oil Company and Agronomy in Grygla.
1:08 to go in the opening quarter. No score between Goodridge, Grygla-Gatzke, and Kittson County Central, but the Chargers on the move. They have 2nd and goal at the Bearcat 3-yard line. Double tight end set, Jones and Nelson, the wings on left and right. Ricklock under center, gives for Bussey, bouncing over the left side and into the end zone for a touchdown. Bussey started to go behind the left tackle, then veered outside, seeing space and scoring to put the Chargers in the lead, 6-0 with a minute 4 to go in the opening quarter.
Matt Bussey on the left side, busting through in for a touchdown. And that's the first points that this Bearcat defense has given up all section tournament, and it came on the Chargers' first drive, Joe.
15-play drive, 54 yards. I didn't get the starting time of when they took possession, but a very good chunk of this opening quarter. Chargers will go for 2. Ricklock dropping back, throwing over the middle, incomplete. Through the hands of one receiver, but we have a score. 1:04 to go first quarter. It's the Chargers 6 and the Bearcats nothing. We'll return in 30 seconds on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
Grygla General Store is under new ownership. The terrific hometown grocery store offers a large assortment of groceries located at 102 North Main Avenue in Grygla. Whether you're passing through town or living locally in the area, Grygla General Store has all your grocery, hardware, and sporting good needs. The friendly staff at Grygla General Store hopes to see you soon. And best of luck to all the Charger teams and athletes during this fall and winter season. Go Chargers! From Grygla General Store, located at 102 North Main Avenue in Grygla.
A 54-yard, 15-play drive that took roughly 7 minutes, and that's a guesstimate. Chargers leading 6-0 in a 3-yard touchdown run by Matt Bussey as Rick Locke to kick it off. Line drive fielded at the far hash mark. 25-yard line, 30-yard line, and brought down to the 34 was Schmiedeberg, and a nice tackle by Elliott Phillip, the senior.
And the Charger crowd is loving that hit down here on the sideline, Joe.
Exactly 1 minute to play in the opening quarter. Bearcats will start their second offensive series of the day at their own 34-yard line. They got 1 first down on their opening drive, but then were stopped short on their second series of downs. Wing left, deuce backfield. Give for Schmid. No, dropping back is Fakin. Play action, throwing over the middle. Incomplete. A receiver was open who had split double coverage. Caden Vig, I believe that was. No, take that back. Wrong family member. Ty Vig, the 6'4", 175-pound sophomore. He was ahead of double coverage, got one hand on the ball, but couldn't haul it in. Second down and 10.
And, Joe, he struts into the end zone if he comes down with that one.
Oh, yeah. Like I say, he was ahead of the crowd. 55 seconds ago in the opening quarter. Second and 10 Bearcats. I formation this time with Muir and Schmiedeberg. It's Schmiedeberg, the tailback. Going over the left side, trying to cut back inside. He'll only have about a yard. Trey Alton, part of the charge on the defensive side for the Chargers, setting up 3rd and 9.
And so far, you couldn't ask for a better start for the Chargers on offense as well as defense. Another big third down here for this Charger defense.
74, Anthony Englund is in the game on the defensive front for the Chargers. 6 foot 270, a senior. Adding a little more beef to the Charger defensive front. 3rd and 9, 12 seconds ago in the quarter. Out of the eye, inside handoff. It's Muir, the fullback, getting the carry. He'll get to the 40-yard line, but that will still leave him 4 yards short, and that will be the end of the first quarter. After one, in the Section 8 9-man football championship game, it's Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 6 and Kittson County Central nothing. Second quarter in 1 minute on KCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
At Grygla School, we thrive in our family-type atmosphere. We are a small school with big opportunities, from trap shooting and athletics to robotics and drama. At Grygla School, we promote small-town values. We are proud of all of our students, athletes, teachers, and faculty. Grygla School wishes good luck to all of our athletic teams during this fall and winter season. Come join our Grygla family. Together, we are Charger Strong.
For more information, visit grygla.k12.mn.us.
Machine Well in Grygla is a proud sponsor of Grygla-Goodridge Athletics. Their machine shop specializes in production sawing, turning, milling, robotic machining, as well as prototype and production volumes, also providing robotic welding and hand welding and assembly work to a diversified batch of customers. Machine Well is currently seeking skilled and unskilled workers and laborers. They also provide tuition reimbursement to high school graduates and current college students. Machine Well in Grygla since 1976.
On 4th down, the Bearcats punt it away. It goes out of bounds on the near sideline. In Charger territory at the, well, let's see, where will they spot them all? The 44-yard line of the Chargers. That's only a 16-yard punt. And their first punt was a 29-yarder, but at least there was no return this time as far as the Bearcats concerned. Chargers starting in good field position as they go from left to right in the second quarter. A give for Bussey between center and left guard. He'll get across the 45 before being wrestled down to the 46. Ty Vig in on the tackle, the sophomore defensive end. Joe Lancello, James Cardarelli with you from Gate City Bank Field at the Fargo Dome. 6-0 Chargers lead. They've got the ball. Early second quarter. Second down and 8. 2 receivers wide to either side now. Ricklock is out of the pistol. Ricklock throwing to the far side. Caught by Lewis Jones, trying to cut inside. He'll be stopped at the 49-yard line for a gain of 3. Setting up 3rd down and 5 for Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke. Kittson County Central looking to improve to 11-0 on the year and repeat as Section 8 9-man champions. The Chargers looking for a win here and hopefully to emulate what their 1991 counterparts did and win a state championship.
Movement up front.
Well, Lewis Jones started to come in motion from the far side of the field, and that may have thrown somebody. It sure did.
And Joe, I'm not sure how many times this season the Bearcats played behind in points, and we'll see how they respond to it. Movement up front, that's a costly mistake.
It'll be 3rd and less than a yard now at the 46, and they may be even bringing in the sticks. Yes, they will. Stoppage with 10:29 to go till halftime. 6-0. Grygla-Goodridge-Gatzke in the lead. A 3-yard touchdown run by Matt Bussey is what separates the two teams.
And I might be wrong here, Joe, but I don't think I've ever seen the chain gang come out after a penalty.
That is something you don't see very often. And they're a foot shorter, maybe a little less than that. But the Chargers are again in Bearcat territory. Double tight end set, wings to both sides. Blake Ricklock under center, Matt Bussey the setback behind him. Ricklock keeping it between center and left guard and getting the first down as he gets across the 45-yard line.
And Ricklock, he stands at 6'2", so all he has to do is lower that shoulder, fall forward behind Reese Sundberg, and that sneak works almost every time, Joe.
Sundberg at 6'2" and 270, like we said. Dane Arvidsson, 6'4", 195, so he's got some decent leverage to use as well as the left guard. Jet sweep, toss for Jones coming from the left wing around wide end to the 41-yard line for a gain of 4. 2nd down, 6. Isaac Folan on the tackle. 2nd down, 6 for the Chargers, who have all 3 timeouts remaining. The Bearcats with 2 timeouts left. Ricklock under center on 2nd and 6. Give for Bussey. Started to go left, now goes right across the 35-yard line, and he should have a first down as well.
Matt Bussey is great after that initial contact, breaking a tackle and gaining some extra yardage.
7-yard pickup for a first down to the Kittson County Central 34. 2nd first down of this drive. 7th of the ball game for the Chargers, who used to be called Wolverines once upon a time.
How many years ago, Joe?
At least 1991.
Wasn't even born yet.
Ricklock, the quarterback, will keep it on first down, straight up the middle across the 30. They'll actually mark it at the 28-yard. No, that'll be the 29 for a gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. And that's something that the Chargers have been very good at, James. They haven't really gotten themselves in many 2nd and long situations.
They've been great on first down, and it starts with those big boys up front.
Now 2 to the left, and a toss for Bussey around the left side to the 25, to about the 23, and he should have another first down. And he does. A gain of 6 to the 25. Consistent gains. Offensive coordinators love that. Under 8 minutes ago, first half, Chargers leading the Bearcats 6-0. Chargers on the march. At the Kittson County Central 23, wings to both sides. It was Nelson coming in motion from the right to the left and taking a handoff and getting hit in the backfield.
That was big Isaac Fallen coming around and making the tackle in the backfield, and that's the best defensive play of the game so far for the Bearcats.
It's a loss of 3 to the 26, setting up second down and 13.
That's the first time the Chargers went backwards.
Yes, it is. Second down, 13. Bearcats were showing blitz as Ricklock back to throw. Throws to the far side, intended for Bussey, and just as he was about to catch the ball, it was broken up, I believe, by Donnie Schmiedeberg. Or excuse me, Chris Chisholm Schmiedeberg.
I had Morgan Muir on that breakup.
Okay, sorry.
All good, but I'll be honest, if he doesn't bat that down, if he catches that, he's got a lot of field in front of him, Joe. I thought that was going for 6.
That could have been a pick six. You're absolutely right. 3rd and 13 from the 26 with 6:59 to go in the half. 2 receivers wide to either side now. Ricklock out of the pistol with Bussey at his right hip. Quarterback draw. Ricklock past one man, but not past Isaac Fullen, who bear hugs him down right about the original line of scrimmage.
Fullen is 6'3", 330. Good luck getting away from him if he grabs a hold of you.
You know you've been hugged if he's got you there. No gain on the play. That sets up 4th down and 13 from the 26-yard line. Chargers will go for it here with 6:40 to go in the half and the clock running, and they lead Kittson County Central 6-0. Jones and Torgerson wide left. Nelson wide to the right with another receiver. Ricklock to throw. He's got a man. He's got Keegan Nelson, and he's got a touchdown. Keegan Nelson, 12-0.
Nelson right up the right seam. He was wide open. Ricklock put it right on the money, and the Chargers with their second score of the game, Joe.
2 drives, 2 scores. 12-0 with 6:19 to go in the half.
And this is a Bearcat team who is absolutely shell-shocked right now. Goose eggs in both of their games in the playoffs up to this one, and the Chargers have 12 here early.
And a chance to make it 14 as they go for a 2-point conversion. 2 receivers to the right. Nelson going in motion now to the far side. Ricklock rolling right. Penalty flag thrown. The pass is caught for the Deuce, but let's see what the flag is. I didn't catch who caught the pass because I had concentrated on the penalty flag.
I wish I could help you out. It was on the other side of the field. I didn't catch it either. It's an illegal shift anyways.
Okay, so that it doesn't count anyway. Chargers will have to try again, this time from the 7.5-yard line. Nelson splits out wide to the right. Lewis Jones in the slot on the right. Ricklock back throwing. Bussey wide open for the Deuce. Bussey outrageously open. He could have declared that land his if this was back in the days of the Gold Rush.
And a great job by Ricklock. He bobbled that snap but did not panic. Dropped back, found the open man for the 2-point conversion.
6:19 to go till halftime. It's Grygla-Gatzke 14, Kittson County Central nothing. The kickoff in 30 seconds on YourLiveEvent.com and KKCQ Radio.
Solutions, Hitterdall, Minnesota.
With James Cardarelli, Joe Lancello with you from Gate City Bank Field at the Fargo Dome. Goodridge, Grygla-Gatzke leading Kittson County Central 14-0 in the Section 8 9-man football championship game as Ricklock with the kickoff with Squibber fielded at the 24-yard line, up to the 30, up to the middle, and stopped at the 35-yard line. Is Morgan Muir, beg your pardon. Bearcats trailing 14-0. James, you were saying earlier you weren't sure if they were behind at any point of the season. I'm doubting if they were ever behind by 2 scores, the way their season has been going.
And the last time these two teams played, the Bearcats went up 17-0 right away.
Fake and play fake, now throws to the near side and nobody home. Just threw that away under pressure. It'll be 2nd and 10.
But give the Chargers credit. They have absolutely dominated this game so far. They've controlled possession of the football. They've kept this high-powered Bearcat offense off of the field, and they've looked great here in the first half, Joe.
The Chargers scoring drives, 15 plays, 54 yards, 11 plays, 56 yards. 2nd and 10, Kittson County Central from their own 35. A give to the tailback, Schmiederberg. Lost the ball! And the Chargers have it. They say they have it. And the Zebras agree. Reese Sundberg it was with the recovery.
The senior coming up big, getting to the football. Now the Chargers have an opportunity to go up 3 scores.
And they will take over at the 41-yard line of Kittson County Central with 6:03 to go till halftime. All 3 timeouts remaining. And a timeout on the field. Bearcats' second timeout. 6:03 to go in the half. 14-0 in favor of Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke. We'll be back in 30 seconds on YourLiveEvent.com and KKCQ Radio.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Bearcats now have just 1 timeout remaining. Charger football, 1st and 10 after the fumble recovery at the Kittson County Central 41. Jet sweep for Nelson. Coming from right wing around the left side, and he will maybe get a yard. And they will give him a yard to the 40-yard line, 2nd down and 9 for the Chargers. Grygla-Gatzke Goodridge with a touchdown in each quarter. Matt Bussey a 3-yard run. And Ricklock a 26-yard touchdown pass to Kian Nelson. 2nd and 9. 2 receivers to the right. Toss for Lewis Jones. Sweep in the right side. Breaking a tackle. and knocked down to the 31-yard line, and one of the Bearcats, Schmiedeberg, I think it was, had his helmet knocked off.
Yeah, Schmiedeberg came up, made a big hit, and his helmet paid the price.
And that will also be a first down for the Chargers. With 5:10 to go in the second quarter, Chargers looking to take advantage of the Sundberg fumble recovery and cash in. 1st and 10 now from the Kittson County Central 31. Double tight end set, wings to both sides. Bussey the setback. Ricklock the quarterback keeping it. Slipped and fell on his back as he crossed the 30-yard line to about the 29. Gain of 2 to the 29, 2nd down and 8. Tackle made by senior Ted Webster. Under 4.5 to go till halftime. 14-0. Goodridge, Grygla-Gatzke in the lead. Full house backfield now. Double tight end set with Ricklock under center on 2nd and 9. He'll give for Bussey, who is stacked up right away as he tried to go over the left side. And it was Webster again with a tackle.
Yeah, Webster blew that play up, got into the backfield, shed his blocker, and was right there.
3rd and 9 now from the 30-yard line with 3:50 to go to intermission. In the first half, that's been all Chargers.
That clock continues to tick too, Joe.
Two receivers wide to either side. Ricklock out of the pistol. Ricklock time to throw, throwing long and just out of the reach of Kaylor Torgerson down the far side of the field.
Throw just a little bit off the mark there. It would have been a tough readjustment for Torgerson.
And that'll set up 4th down and 9 with 3:19 to go in the half. Chargers looking at 4th and 11 from the Kittson County Central 30-yard line. Double tight end set, wings to both sides. Ricklock under center, Bussey the setback. Toss for Jones, who's looking to throw downfield, and it's broken up. Jones was on the left wing, came on a sweep to the right and threw the ball, but it was broken up. So the Chargers taking a chance on 4th down. It comes to nothing, and the Bearcats will take over with 3:15 to go in the half, trailing 14-0.
Not a bad idea there from the Chargers, trying to catch them off guard on 4th down. You're up 14-0, why not?
And he wasn't going for the end zone necessarily, just going for a first down, rather a safer pass. From the 30, 1st and 10 for Kittson County Central. An inside handoff and a gain to the 35-yard line. And it was Schmiedeberg on the carry.
They've done a good job with Schmiedeberger thus far, but you got to think the Bearcats are going to look to get him going.
They want to break a really big play, and so far they haven't had any plays getting to double digits so far. 2nd and 5 from their own 35, 2:45 to go in the half. Wing on the left side, I formation. Schmiedeberg on the carry, managed to avoid one tackler, broke a second tackle, has a first down as he's run out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
And finally, the Bearcat fans have something to cheer about. They're trying to will this team to a score here before half.
A 9-yard pickup for a first down, just the second of the first half for the Bearcats. Wing on the right side, I formation. Braden faking under center on first down. Give for Schmiedeberg, trying to go around the right side. Hit behind the line of scrimmage, able to fall forward and maybe pick up a yard. Second down 9. Linebacker Kaylor Torgerson with a tackle for Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke. 1:55 to go on the half. Second down 9. Bearcats down 14-0. Wing left eye formation. Faking for Schmiederberg. Penalty flag thrown. Schmiederberg crosses midfield, knocked down to the 48. Tackled by Kean Nelson.
I think they're going to get a hold on the Bearcats here.
That's only about the second penalty I think we've seen today.
Both of them coming against the Bearcats too, Joe. These are two very disciplined football teams. That's how they got to the championship. We'll see how big of a penalty this is. This is a key moment in the game for Kittson County Central.
From the spot of the foul, we're looking at 2nd and 14. Bearcats from their own 40-yard line. Minute and a half to go on the half, clock running. Kittson County Central with only one timeout remaining. Receiver wide left and a wing on the left and whistles. And it'll be the Chargers taking their first timeout. 1:22 to go in the half. 14-0 Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke over Kittson County Central. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com on the Community Co-op scoreboard.
Rain Care Company in Goodridge has been proudly providing sales and service to northwestern Minnesota since 1970. Licensed, bonded, and insured, call Rain Care Company today for service and installation of furnaces, air conditioners, heat pumps, hot water heat, ventilation, and sheet metal. With 84 total years combined experience, we provide installation of rain gutters and downspouts in many color options. Rain Care Company proudly supports area sports, nonprofits, local college scholarships, local fire and rescue departments, and law enforcement agencies.
Joe Lancello and James Cardarelli with you from the Fargo Dome. Chargers with 2 timeouts left. Bearcats with 1. The Bearcats have the football. 2nd and 15 or 14 from their own 44. And a give for Xander Anderson in the game. Lined up in the left wing, tried to sweep the right side, and he barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Chargers defense was all over that one. A gang of tacklers on that, Joe.
He did gain a yard to the 41, setting up on 3rd and 13. Under a minute to go on the half. Bearcats more of a running team than a passing team. I formation, wing on the right. Bacon throwing long and broken up by Matt Bussey downfield. He was part of double coverage. And the intended receiver, if he'd been able to hold on to the ball, may have been gone.
Ty Vig had a step. Matt Bussey, with that recovery speed, able to get downfield, get his arm out, and knock that pass away. Great job by Bussey there.
4th down and 14. They've got to get to the 44 of the Chargers. Back in punt formation is Caden Vig. Fielded at the 25 by Lewis Jones, and he's knocked down right there. I believe that was Schmiederberg who hit him.
Schmiederberg with great pursuit on that punt. He was there right when Jones caught that ball.
34 yards on the punt, 0 on the return. Chargers take over with 35 seconds to go till halftime and a 14-0 lead. Chargers will get the ball to start the second half. Could be very tempting to go into the Genuflex series, the victory formation, and that's what they're going to do. Simple kneel down by Ricklock.
Yeah, taking no chances here on this side of the field. They want to just wind this clock down, go up at halftime, up 2 scores. What a start here for Grygla-Goodridge.
And an upset in the making. Kittson County Central 10-0 coming into today. As the final 8 seconds will tick away, Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 8-2 on the year. They had lost by 8 to the Bearcats in the last game of the regular season, but here in the Section 8 9-man championship game at intermission, it's the Chargers 14 and the Bearcats nothing. James, are you going to be able to get a word with Coach Wolewski real quick?
Oh, where's he at? Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Okay, we'll stay here and follow you.
How big was the break?
I haven't taken one yet.
Oh, are we still on?
Yes, we are.
Oh, I'll grab him right now. Hey, Coach, we do a quick interview?
Sure. All right, James, let's go to the field.
All right, I'm with head coach of the Chargers, Coach Wolewski. Coach, amazing start. Everything was working out there. How are you feeling going into half?
Well, it's better than being down, but they can put up 30 or 40 in a quarter. So, you know, we got burnt on our first pass coverage the last time we were there. That was big. Keeping their run in check, and we're moving the ball on the ground. That's what we want. So,
the big guys up front, I think, are setting the tone. What are they doing that's had this offense and defense so effective?
I don't know. There just must be overworking them. They're doing a good job. Hopefully we got enough gas the second half here to finish it out.
Well, it was a great start, Coach. Get in there halftime with your guys. And what's the game plan coming out of half?
Keep doing what we're doing. Stop their big plays. So,
thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you, Noah.
All right, Joe.
Thank you, James. 14-0. Grygla-Goodridge-Gatzke over Kittson County Central. We'll return to the Fargo Dome in 2 minutes on KCQ Radio and YourLiveEvent.com.
We've been around long enough to know that research in the lab reaps rewards in the field. At the Cess van der Haaf Innovation Center, we're working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. We're dedicated to improving what we produce, so you can be too. Contact your local Cess van der Haaf dealer to learn about our varieties suited for your soils. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Back at the Fargo Dome, Joe Lancello, James Cardarelli with you at halftime. The Grygla-Gatzke Goodridge Chargers are leading Kittson County Central 14-0 at halftime. The Chargers kicked off to start the game. Kittson County Central got 1 first down and then had to punt. The Chargers would take over at their own 46. They would drive 54 yards in 15 plays for the first score of the game. Matt Bussey on a 3-yard run with 1:04 to go in the quarter. The try for 2-point conversion, no good, 6-0. in favor of the Chargers. Then after a 3 and out by the Bearcats on their next possession, the Chargers would take over again and drive 56 yards in 11 plays. This time it was quarterback Blake Ricklock hooking up with wingback Kian Nelson on a 26-yard touchdown pass. Ricklock passed to Matt Bussey for a 2-point conversion. 14-0 Chargers with 6:19 to go in the half. And then on the second play of the ensuing drive, the Bearcats would fumble. It would be recovered by Reese Sundberg at the Bearcat 41-yard line. The Chargers got a first down, but were not able to get a second first down and turn the ball back over on downs with 3:15 to go in the quarter. And we stand at 14-0. A Kittson County Central team that was undefeated, 10-0, going into today, has been clearly the team that has looked the second best so far this afternoon. Just trying to put the finishing touches here on the first half stats. For Grygla-Gatzke, 10 first downs of the game. Quarterback Blake Ricklock, 3 of 6 for 35 yards, no interceptions, 1 touchdown. Lewis Jones 0 for 1 passing. Receiving, Kian Nelson 1 catch for 26 yards, and Lewis Jones 1 catch for 9. Ground game for Grygla-Gatzke. Matt Bussey, the leading runner, 31 yards on 8 carries. Ricklock, the quarterback, 22 yards on 9 rushes. Jones, 16 yards on 5 carries. And Nelson, 11 yards on 4 carries. The Chargers have not punted today, and they have not turned the ball over. Just 2 first downs in the first half for Kittson County Central. $34 yards for Chisholm Schmiedeberg on 9 carries. Faking the quarterback, 0 for 2. Not a lot of offense from a Bearcat team. 10-0 going into this game, and they had won their 2 playoff games by shutouts, 49-0 over Lake of the Woods and 34-0 over Winnie-Mac.
Yeah, Joe, and real quick, this is a Bearcat team. They averaged 37.9 points per game on the year. So to have 0 at half, this Charger team is more than ecstatic, Joe.
That certainly has to be a shock to the system, James, as far as Kittson County Central is concerned and their fans.
But just like Coach Wilewski told us, the Bearcat offense, they can put up 30 just like that. So the Chargers are going to have to remain stout on the defensive end, and they got to keep on putting up points here, Joe.
Or at the very least, keep the ball, keep the clock rolling.
And they've done a great job of that so far in the first half, no doubt about it.
We're at halftime, the Section 8 9-man football championship with Grygla-Gatzke Goodridge leading Kittson County Central 14-0. Earlier today in the 6-man championship game, it was Fertile Beltrami beating Blackduck 46-14. So Fertile Beltrami advancing to the final 8. Possible that team and the winner of this game could meet later in the postseason. Chargers 14, Bearcats nothing. We'll return to the Fargo Dome in 2 minutes for the start of the second half on YourLiveEvent.com and KKCQ Radio.
Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada with this just arrived 2018 model MT740 Challenger with 18-inch tracks, 2,000 hours, 400 horsepower, 6 remotes, CVT transmission, priced at $305,000. New trade Versatile 846 with 18 4x38 tires, one owner tractor priced at $39,000. And don't forget the early order discount program now for Amity Beat Equipment. Talk to Chuck or Neil at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
This is Nick Gordon, your ag business banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. I'm proud to call Ada my hometown and look forward to helping you with any of your ag, business, or other banking needs. I would enjoy visiting with you and help you achieve your goals. Please come by the bank or call me, Kasha, or Carly at American Federal Bank in Ada, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Are you thinking about moving to an assisted living facility? Consider Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Located in the heart of the Red River Valley, Benedictine's Ada campus includes Benedictine Care Community, a 49-bed skilled nursing facility, and Mission Court, an 18-unit assisted living facility that shares a campus with Essentia Health Ada. That means you have full access to health care directly on site. Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Learn more online at www.blcada.org or give them a call at 218-784-5001.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Joe Lancello, James Cardarelli with you from the Fargo Dome. Mac Robinson back in Fosston at Mission Control at the KKCQ studios. 14-0, Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke leading Kittson County Central in the Section 8 9-man championship game. In a matchup where it's been the Chargers that have kept the ball, controlled it on the ground, and kept Kittson County Central's offense off the field. Schmiederberg with 34 yards and 9 carries. 41 yards rushing for the Chargers, no yards passing, faking 0 for 3 in the air. And the Bearcats have punted 3 times for a 26.3-yard average. And James Cardarelli on the field trying to get a hold of Coach Corey Whaling of Kittson County Central.
The team is coming out of the tunnel right now. I'll try to grab them.
We've had players from the next game warming up. Red Lake County taking on Mahnomen Waban. As both teams do now come out of their respective tunnels back onto the field for the start of the second half. Again, it's win or go home time. As the Bearcats looking to stay undefeated, they were 10-0 coming into this game. Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 8-2. And in the regular season meeting, which was 2 weeks ago.
Hey, Joe, I have Coach Whaling with me right now.
Go ahead.
Coach, you're down 14-0 at halftime, facing adversity. What was the message to the team in the locker room?
Say that exact thing. It's adversity. We got to face it, step up to it. We knew it was going to be a dogfight. They're doing some stuff to us that we've been doing to other teams, so it's time to step up and take care of that.
Halftime adjustments, what are they?
Do what we do, but we got to possess the ball offensively. I don't know how many plays we ran, 12 plays or something, so it's pretty tough to run an offense that way. And then defensively, we got to get off the field, let them off the hook on a couple things. My screw up on the deep pass here, trying to get fancy on stuff, so we'll take care of it.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time, and best of luck in this second half.
Thank you.
All right, Joe, back to you.
All right, James, thanks very much. Don't forget, following the game, we'll have our stars of the game brought to you by Fosston Chiropractic Clinic, our sub of the game brought to you by JT Station, and our energy player of the game brought to you by Enbridge. And James, we were talking earlier that these teams had met not that long ago. It was a close game. Kittson County Central winning it 30-22. What kind of things did the Chargers learn from that and maybe adjust a bit for today?
Well, for the Chargers, they got to keep doing what they're doing, Joe. They're possessing the ball, and they're keeping Kittson County Central's offense off of the field. But just like head coach Wilewski told us before halftime, this Bearcat team, they can put up points in bunches. So I think the Chargers are just going to keep on trying to do what they do, control that line of scrimmage. And if they're able to do that, Joe, they're going to be hoisting the section championship trophy at the end of this.
Bearcats and Chargers both taking the field to get ready for the start of the third quarter. It will be Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke receiving the kickoff, which will come from big Isaac Folan, the senior, 6'3", 330. Lewis Jones and Kean Nelson deep to receive, standing at about their own 12-yard line to our right, as the Bearcats will kick from left to right to start this third quarter. And they try an onside kick. It is fielded by the Chargers at the 41-yard line. Matt Bussey with the return. And just as Folan was approaching the ball, James, I had the thought for a split second, maybe they're going to try and do an onside kick.
And that's an interesting play call. You're down 14-0. I get trying to get momentum back, but they just gave this Charger offense great field position to start. They're going to rely on their defense like the Bearcats have done all year long. Let's see if the Chargers can keep up the offensive tempo.
Two tight ends set, full house backfield. Blake Ricklock under center. And whistles. And a penalty flag as we get the third quarter off to a stall. Offside on Kittson County Central on the defense. That'll make it 1st and 5 from the 46. And, Jens, I think that's the second time the Bearcat defense has been offside today.
Yeah, and this time it's Schmiedeberg, and you know he's going to try to make plays to win this football game. Just a little overzealous on that one, Joe.
Maybe a blitz. Again, the full house backfield, 1st and 5 Chargers from their own 46. And a give over the left side. And Kean Nelson wrestled down right away. I think it was Xander Anderson who got him. A loss of a yard to the 45, making it 2nd and 6.
And this first drive will be very telling for us for this Bearcat defense. First time all year they faced adversity like this.
Unbalanced line, full house backfield on 2nd down. And a give for Lewis Jones. And again, bear hug by big Isaac Folan. Back at the 40, so it's going to be 3rd and long.
6'3", 330 pounds. I would not want to be the running back in that situation, Joe.
They gave him forward progress, so to speak, for the 43-yard line for a loss of 2. That makes it 3rd down and 8. A rare 3rd down for the Chargers. 10:30 to go, third quarter, 14-0. Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke leading Kittson County Central. Chargers with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ricklock out of the pistol. With time, throws to the far side. It's picked off! 40-yard line down the far sideline and brought down to the 15.
Xander Anderson came up, read that perfectly, picked it off. Matt Bussey kind of dropping back on that screenplay there. And Anderson with a huge play for the Bearcat defense.
First takeaway for Kittson County Central today. And I think this is the farthest they've been downfield. They will be at the Charger 15-yard line with 10:09 to go, third quarter.
We wanted to see how the Bearcat defense would deal with adversity, and I think we just found out, Joe.
Wing on the left side, I formation. Braden Fakin under center. Faking, giving for Schmiederberg, trying to get around the left side, broke a tackle, and will get to near the 10. I think it was Kaylor Torgerson, the linebacker, that almost had Schmiederberg, Chisholm Schmiederberg for a loss. But good recovery, keeping his balance and gaining 5 yards to the 10. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
And Schmiederberg's the guy that the Bearcats are going to want to get going here in this second half, no doubt about it.
I formation, wing right. Muir and Schmiederberg behind Faken on 2nd and 5 from the 10. Schmiederberg around the right side, across the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, Bearcats. After a gain of 6. Just the 3rd first down this afternoon for Kittson County Central.
And a Charger defense that has been great here today is really posed with a threat right here to start the second half.
The quarterback fake and keeping it. Going forward a yard at best. I don't know if that was a busted play or maybe the snap mishandled a little. I don't know if that's quite what they intended to do.
A little bit out of sync up there, I agree.
2nd and goal from the 3, 8:40 to go, 3rd quarter. Bearcats trailing 14-0. Fig lines up as a wing on the left side. I formation, faking under center. Give for Schmiederberg, trying to go around the left side. He won't be able to do it.
Lewis Jones coming up and making the initial hit on that one.
He had help, fortunately.
And it's going to take a committee to slow down Schmiederberg, no doubt about that.
3rd and goal from the 3. Wing right. Double tight set, I formation. Schmiederberg around the right side and reaching into the end zone, getting in for the touchdown. He'd been grabbed below the waist but was able to lean forward and reach over the goal line with the ball. And the Bearcats are on the scoreboard. With 7:48 to go in the 3rd, they trail 14-6 with the try for point coming.
Great awareness there from Schmiederberg to just reach out over the goal line, and the Bearcats are on the board here in the 3rd quarter.
Folan to try the extra point. The kick is up and away, and boom, good.
I'm sorry, I was going to say 6'3", 330 pounds kicking a field goal, Joe. How many times do we see that?
And a straight on kick, too. 7:48 to go in the 3rd. Goodridge, Grygla-Gatzke 14, Kittson County Central. The kickoff in 30 seconds on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Linfors Insurance Agency with locations in Foston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
Kittson County Central, after the Xander Anderson interception, drive 15 yards in 5 plays. It took 2:21 off the clock. It's now a 14-7 game. Goodridge, Grygla-Gatzke in front. And if they didn't know it already, the Chargers will know now they are in a ball game. Lewis Jones and Kean Nelson back to receive the kickoff from Folan. And it's a squibber. Bobble to the 34-yard line and just stumbling forward to the 37 or 38 is Kaylor Torgerson. If they're going to squib it, just don't take any chances. Fall on the ball and play it where it lies, as they say in golf.
And let's see if the Chargers have an answer here. This Bearcat defense, like we've mentioned before, been stout all year long. No points until today in the playoffs. And the Chargers have a big test on offense in this second half.
3 shutouts on the season for the Bearcat defense. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. And the quarterback, Ricklock, trying to keep it around the left side, is wrestled back for a loss. I think that was Ty Vig who got him.
Ty Vig, the sophomore, coming off the edge and hitting Ricklock for a loss. Big play there.
Loss of 3 to the 34-yard line, 2nd and 13. 7:17 to go in the third. Chargers lead now 14-7 over the undefeated defending section champions from Kittson County Central. Ball in the near hash as the Chargers go from right to left. Snap was bobbled by Ricklock. Bearcats say they have it, and they do. I didn't catch who it was who got the fumble, but back-to-back turnovers to start the third quarter by the Grygla-Goodridge offense.
Another huge play by the Bearcat defense, and the Chargers sideline is shocked over here.
And the Bearcats take over at the Charger 32. Wing right, I formation. Play fake, pass over the middle, pass is tipped and incomplete. There was a receiver open in double coverage. It may have been Caden Vig, who at 6'6" is a big target, but the ball tipped away by the Charger secondary, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was Matt Bussey again with another tip pass. He's been good back there in the secondary all game long.
Wing right, 2nd and 10, Schmiederberg up the middle, brought down. Trey Alton, the defensive tackle, got him low and had a teammate helping him out to get him high. I think that was Ricklock.
And the Chargers looking for a huge defensive stand here, up 14-7. Big play coming up, Joe.
Schmiederberg gained 3 on that last play. It's 3rd and 7 from the Charger 29. Receivers wide to both sides now. Schmiederberg from the near side coming in motion. And the fake and the quarterback keeping it around left end. He'll be knocked out of bounds across the 25 near the first down marker. We haven't seen Faken run the ball too terribly much today.
And they're not going to get the first down. That's going to bring up a 4th down here. And another huge play.
4th and 3 from the 25. 6:08 to go, third quarter, clock running. Bearcats down 14-7, looking to tie it, but they've got to convert a 4th down here from the Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 25. Schmiederberg lines up wide left, receiver wide right. Muir the lone setback. Schmiederberg now coming in deep motion and will take a pitch to the near side. Sidesteps one defender, first down more, 15-10. A defender holding on for dear life as Schmiederberg stopped at the 6. Kean Nelson had his jersey rearranged and his fingerprints may be on Schmiederberg's socks.
And Torgerson just saved a touchdown there. Schmiederberg breaking 2 tackles, unable to escape the 3rd. And the Chargers have another chance here defensively.
19-yard gain to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, Kittson County Central. Deuce backfield this time. Pitch for Schmiederberg, getting around the left side, breaking a tackle and scoring. 14-13. Schmiederberg with his 2nd touchdown of the day.
2 drives, 2 touchdowns for this Bearcat offense, including 2 turnovers for their defense. And right out of halftime, Corey Whaling, message was sent to his team.
Foland on to kick the extra point. It's up and away. And good. And we're deadlocked. 5:35 to go, third quarter. Kittson County Central 14, Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 14. We'll be back with a kickoff in 30 seconds on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
With James Cardarelli, Joe Lancello with you from Gate City Bank Field at the Fargo Dome. 5:35 to go, third quarter. Kittson County Central has taken advantage of two Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke turnovers, turned them into touchdowns, and we've got a 14-14 game in this Section 8 nine-man football championship. Folan to kick off. Again, it's a squibber, onside kick, scramble for the football, and it will be Charger football at about the 45, and I think it was Reese Sundberg who recovered it.
Yeah, that was Reese Sundberg coming over and falling on top of that football. He's a little bit shaken up after that play. This is a huge test for this Charger offense. 2 turnovers to start this second half. It's 14-14 now, and the Chargers need a score, Joe.
And that wasn't intentional onside kickoff. It was just kicked very slowly right up the middle. Wings to both sides. Ricklock under center. Bussey the setback. Jones coming in motion, takes a pitch to the far side. He'll get a yard. Good pursuit by the Bearcat defense. Second and 9 for Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke. Wings to both sides. Jones in deep motion again, but a give for Bussey over the left side. Picked up about 3 to the 40, make that 2 yards to the 48-yard line, which is going to set up third down and long, 3rd and 7.
And in that first half where we were seeing those first down gains of 5, 6 yards, 7 yards sometimes, the Bearcats have cleaned that up this half defensively.
If there was a third down, it was 3rd and short. Now it's 3rd and long. 4:30 to go in the third, 14 all. 3rd and 6. Ricklock to throw, rolling right. Running, penalty flag thrown. Ricklock running, knocked out of bounds, short of the first down, but there is a penalty flag thrown in the Charger backfield.
And 9 times out of 10, that's a hold.
This was one of the 9. And that, I believe, is the first penalty on the Chargers all day. And we've got an injured player in front of the Charger bench. It is a Charger player. I can't tell who it is. He is out of bounds.
Yeah, we might want to throw it to break here quickly.
Okay, 4:17 to go in the third, 14-14. Back in 30 seconds on KKCQ Radio and YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Injured player just off the field in front of the Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke bench. It is one of the Charger players being attended to by the trainer. His helmet is off, and he is sitting up. Wondering if maybe he had just got the wind knocked out of him or something. And that was Blake Ricklock.
Yeah, that was Ricklock. He took a shot over there on the sideline. Had a couple Bearcats fall on top of him. I think that was the case, Joe.
3rd down and 20 from the 35-yard line of the Chargers. So we have a new quarterback. And that is Torgerson, who is back to throw. Airing it out on the near side. He's got a man open, but overthrew him, and it's intercepted. Braden Fakin with his 6th interception of the year. Lewis Jones was the intended receiver. The 3rd turnover of the quarter, the 3rd takeaway by the Bearcats. And they will take over with 4:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. They will start at their own 31-yard line in what's now a 14-14 game. Fakin now under center. Deuce backfield, wing on the left side. Bearcats going from left to right. Schmiederberg on the carry around the left side. Jones holding on, finally getting some help from Kean Nelson on the tackle. Now we've got another Charger slow to get up after a gain of 4 by Schmiederberg. Middle linebacker Elliott Phillip walking off the field under his own power. Ricklock is not back in the game that I can tell.
I'm standing by Ricklock over here.
Okay.
He has his helmet off. No indication if he's going to come back in or not. He's standing with his trainer. I'll let you know if I get anything.
Okay. James, thank you very much. Ball at the 35-yard line, 2nd and 6 for Kittson County Central. 3:35 to go, 3rd quarter clock running. Game tied at 14. Bearcats looking to go 11-0 on the season. Wing left, Deuce backfield. 2nd and 6. Inside handoff and over the right side. Stopped short of the 40-yard line. Will be Morgan Muir, the junior fullback. Stopped just short of the 40-yard line. Gain of 5. We'll call it 3rd and about 1.5 yards. At the 3-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Wing left, Deuce backfield, Fakin under center. Schmiederberg carrying over the left side, hit behind the line. Penalty flags come flying. Schmiederberg has the 1st down.
Yeah, they're going to get number 20 there with a face mask. That's Nelson. Had a handful of face masks there, Joe.
Oh, boy. They'll tack that on to the end of the run. So Schmiederberg ran for 4, the penalty for 5 more. 1st down and 10, Bearcats with 2:43 to go at the 3rd. They're at their own 49-yard line. 14-14. Wing right, I formation with Fakin under center. Gives for the tailback, Schmiederberg up the middle. Penalty flag down. Lewis Jones with the tackle.
That's usually a hold when it comes from back there. There it is.
You are correct, sir.
I don't know much, but I do know that, Joe.
That is a big break that the Charger defense certainly needed. Moving the ball back to the 39-yard line, making it 1st and 20 for Kittson County Central. Wing left, Deuce backfield. First and 20. Toss for Schmiederberg, left side, 45-yard line, stop to the 47. Chisholm Schmiederberg with a nice run, hit by Kean Nelson. Gain of 8 to the 47. Second and a dozen for the Bearcats with under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. 14 all the score. Section 8 nine-man championship game from the Fargo Dome. Wing left, deuce backfield. Braden Faken under center. Giving for Muir over the right side, across midfield to about the 43 of the Chargers.
And back-to-back chunk plays there. First and 19. Now they're going to have a third and short. Good job up front by the Bearcats.
Game. Pickup of 10 makes it 3rd and 2 from the Charger 43. Wing right, deuce backfield. Muir again, and he got the first down, got tripped up in the backfield. Now we've got a penalty flag after the play.
That flag came in late. We'll see what the call is. That's not good enough for a first down, I do not believe. We'll see. It's close.
He may just barely have the first down from. All righty. So with 44 seconds to go in the third quarter, we'll have take 2 on 3rd down and 2. Bearcats from the Charger 43. And an inside give, first down and more to about the 37-yard line. And that was Schmiederberg on the carry again.
Bearcats using misdirection in that backfield, and it's working for them.
Pickup of 8 for Schmiederberg. After a quiet first half, picking up the yardage here. He has both third quarter touchdowns for Kittson County Central, and the third quarter is going to be allowed to run down. 3 quarters in the books from the Fargo Dome. Our score, Kittson County Central 14, Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 14. We'll have the fourth quarter for you when we return in 30 seconds on YourLiveEvent.com and KKCQ Radio. On the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it's 14 for Goodridge Grygla, 14 for Kittson County Central as we start the fourth quarter in the Section 8 nine-man championship game. Kittson County Central will have 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. They have taken advantage of 2 turnovers in the second half to score touchdowns. They're trying to make it third time the charm as well. They'll scrimmage from the Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 35-yard line. Bearcats going from right to left in the home green. Give for Schmiederberg, sweeping the left side, down the sideline, penalty flag thrown. Schmiederberg, I think, was out of bounds earlier. He stumbled down across the 5-yard line, but again, there's a penalty flag on the play.
And either way this goes, it is a huge flag.
Some good news for the Chargers is that Blake Ricklock back on the field after suffering an injury late in the third quarter. Second face mask penalty on the Chargers on this drive.
And it's been a tale of two halves for the Chargers. Very disciplined. No flags in that first half. And they've got a few here in this second half. It's been a game changer.
So Schmiederberg with a gain of 23 yards to the 12-yard line, add 5 with a face mask. First and goal, Bearcats from the 7. Counter play. Schmiederberg stumbling in and scoring. And Kittson County Central with their first lead of the day, and Schmiederberg his third touchdown of the day. 20-14 with the extra point pending. 3 takeaways and 3 touchdowns for the Bearcats. The Foland extra point is up and away and good. 11:42 to go in the fourth quarter. Kittson County Central 21, Grygla-Gatzke 14. On the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, the kickoff in 30 seconds on YourLiveEvent.com and KKCQ Radio.
Farmers Union Oil Company and Agronomy in Grygla has 24/7 pay at the pumps and a full convenience store. Bulk fuel and propane is also available. They are a full-service agronomy center, offering crop protection products and crop nutrients. They are a seed dealer for Peterson Farms and Pro Seed. Call today at 218-294-6153 or 218-294-6117. Farmers Union Oil Company and Agronomy in Grygla.
The scoring drive, 8 plays, 69 yards for the Bearcats, taking 4 minutes and 28 seconds. 3 takeaways by the Bearcat defense, and they've turned those into 3 touchdowns.
And let's see if they try another onside kick here.
All the kickoffs from Foland have been short. This one will be a line drive, fielded at the 19-yard line, 25. Stutter step by Jones. He'll be stopped short of the 30-yard line. Lewis Jones on the return.
Chargers were up 14-0 at halftime. Since then, the Bearcats on a 21-0 run. And the Chargers looking to find that offensive rhythm that they had in that first half here on this drive. They're going to need it.
Just 9 plays from scrimmage for the Chargers in that third quarter. That's not counting a penalty. Squadron left, 3 receivers left. Ricklock under center. Toss for Bussey, trying to go around the left side. He'll be brought down at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 9. Make that a 2-yard gain.
The defensive front for Kittson County Central has just worn down the offensive line for the Chargers all game long. They keep on coming at them, and the Chargers are going to have to will this one in if they are going to make some noise here in the fourth.
Both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining. Chargers send 3 receivers right. Ricklock out of the pistol with Bussey at his left hip. On 2nd and 9. Swings it out to the far side for Bussey, and he'll get a yard perhaps as he's run out of bounds on the far sideline in front of his own bench. No, actually a loss of a yard on the play, make it 3rd down and 9. And again, the Chargers looking at 3rd down and long, which they did not have in the first half. Double tight end set, wings to both sides. Ricklock under center on 3rd and 9 from the 31. Ricklock back to throw. Screen, far side, caught by Kaylor Torgerson. Down the far sideline, knocked out of bounds at about the 37 or 38 or just inbounds, but short of a first down.
And I think you got to punt this ball away down here. There's still enough time on the clock. If you go for it here and you don't get it, and you give the Bearcats the ball and they score, that's essentially ball game, Joe.
We saw Fertile Beltrami go for it in a similar situation, similar place on the field where the ball is. They went for it, didn't get it. Or Black Duck did that, I beg your pardon, against Fertile Beltrami, and it was Fertile Beltrami taking it in for a score in a game they went on to win. But the Chargers here going for it, movement on the defensive line.
And the Charger crowd coming alive over here after that.
This is the third time that the Kittson County Central defense has been caught offside.
And if the Chargers are able to go down the field here and score, they'll be looking at that play, Joe.
As a very big one, you're absolutely right. 1st and 10 Chargers at their own 42, 10:07 to go in regulation, clock running. Kittson County Central 21, Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 14. Ricklock under center, gives for Bussey over the left side. Stopped right around the 45-yard line. 2nd and 7. Both teams all 3 timeouts remaining, 9:35 to go in regulation. Chargers not in a big hurry. As the late John Wooden said, be quick but don't hurry. Jones coming in deep motion, bobbles the pitch, it's loose, it's picked up by the Bearcats, and they will score. 45 yards. And that man, Chisholm Schmiederberg again, the pitch out to Jones, hit him in the helmet, ricocheted in the air, it was caught by Schmiederberg. And the 4th takeaway of the second half for the Bearcats, a direct touchdown and a 27-14 lead.
Another mistake by the Charger offense, and Schmiederberg with a scoop and score.
That is one of those plays that you rarely see. Folan on to kick the extra point, line drive, wide left. He's 3 out of 4 today with 9:08 to go in the 4th quarter. Kittson County Central 27, Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 14. The kickoff in 30 seconds on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
Machine Well in Grygla is a proud sponsor of Grygla-Goodridge Athletics. Their machine shop specializes in production sawing, turning, milling, robotic machining, as well as prototype and production volumes, also providing robotic welding and hand welding and assembly work to a diversified batch of customers. Machine Well is currently seeking skilled and unskilled workers and laborers. They also provide tuition reimbursement to high school graduates and current college students. Machine Well in Grygla since 1976.
On the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, 27 unanswered points for Kittson County Central as they lead Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 27-14 with 9:08 to play in this Section 8 championship game. 4 takeaways, 4 touchdowns in the second half. Folan's kick caught at the 40-yard line and going straight up the middle to the 50.
And everything that's happened to the Charger offense here in this second half, they got to put it in the rear view here. The game is not over yet. You got to get a quick touchdown, try and get the football back.
Bussey on the return, a 10-yard return to the 50. A good starting point for the Chargers. They trail by 2 scores with under 9 minutes to play. Section championship on the line. Chargers with 2 receivers wide to either side as they go from left to right in the traveling white with royal blue and black.
Some more time being added on to the clock here from 8:57 to 9 minutes and 10 seconds.
13 seconds. We'll see if that's lucky for the Chargers. Ricklock out of the pistol. 2 receivers wide to either side. Bussey at his left hip. Ricklock with time, throwing long down the middle. Incomplete, just out of the reach of Kaylor Torgerson. Good coverage there by Dylan Warnke, number 10, the junior defensive back with 1 pick on the year.
And I think we're going to see the Chargers try to take shots down the field here.
Well, we know Jones can run pretty well. He's their leading receiver, 27 catches, 271 yards on the year and a couple of touchdowns.
That's a good point. I'd like to see him try to get Jones out in space and see if he can make something happen, Joe.
Double tight set, wings to both sides. Ricklock back to throw on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, just throws it away. And there was some pretty good pressure from the Bearcat defense. That'll make it 3rd and 10. .9:01 to go in the 4th quarter. Kittson County Central looking to go to 11-01 on the year and retain the Section 8 championship and join Fertile-Beltrami in the Final 8 in Class 9-man Minnesota football. Fertile-Beltrami beating Black Duck earlier today here at the Fargo Dome, 46-14. 2 receivers to either side. Ricklock out of the pistol on 3rd and 10. Ricklock throwing over the middle pass, caught, but short of the first down. Lewis Jones with the catch, but he was driven back. On the hit is that man Chisholm Schmiederberg again with the hit. They'll mark his progress to the 41-yard line, a gain of 9. 4th and 1 for the Chargers, and you must go for it here.
Got to go for it, and this is essentially game right here. Got to convert this, Joe.
4th and 1 from the Bearcat 41. 2 receivers wide to either side. Ricklock out of the pistol. He'll hand it to Bussey, who will be stopped short of the first down. Didn't get close to the line of scrimmage.
Isaac Folland once again in the backfield, stopping Bussey in his tracks. And this Bearcat defense came as advertised here in this second half.
A loss of 1 for Bussey on the play. That, as play calls go, that was a nice feint, I thought, a nice idea. It just didn't work.
It was a good play call, and Bussey's been that power back for this Charger team all year long, but Folland blew it up.
Handoff over the right side. Schmiederberg on the carry across the 45. Pickup of 4 to the 46, 2nd down and 6. Under 8 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Bearcats now have the clock on their side with a 2-score lead. 27-14. Again, both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining. Kittson County Central taking their time out of the huddle. Play clock at 8. Deuce backfield, wing on the right side. Fakin almost lost the snap. Gives it off over the left side. And again, Schmiederberg into Charger territory at about the 49-yard line. He's going to be just short of a first down. The official's wondering if it's close enough to measure. And I think they will have them do just that. No, they won't. Or will they? No, they won't. 7:10 to go in the 4th quarter. 3rd and less than a yard. Wing right. I formation. Schmiederberg trying to get around the right side. Lewis Jones gets him first. Gets some help from Elliott Phillip, but Schmiederberg able to ride them both for a first down.
Yards after contact is what Schmiederberg has been picking up in this second half, and it's just worn down this Charger defense. They've had to tackle this kid all game long, and you can kind of see the fatigue settling in.
Schmiederberg, not a big kid himself at 5'8", 155, but still, He's making them work for everything they get. The Charger defense, that is.
Yeah, I think it's the strength and the power and aggression that he runs with. He's not shying away from any contact by any means.
Under 6.5 to go, fourth quarter. Double tight set, wing on the right, I formation. Schmiederberg again, sweeping the left side, breaking a tackle, and shoved out of bounds near the 35. Elliott Phillip able to push him out of bounds. And that will be another first down for the Bearcats after a gain of 11 to the Grygla-Gatzke 35.
And you see it with running backs of his caliber. First quarter, the defense is tackling him. Everyone's flying around. But by the time it gets to the fourth quarter, guys are just sick and tired of chasing this kid around.
It's like a 48-minute game of tag. Wing left, Deuce backfield. Faking under center. Schmiederberg again over the left side, breaking another tackle, breaking a second tackle, and it takes two guys to wrestle him down to the 24-yard line for another Bearcat first down. First downs on 3 consecutive carries for Chisholm Schmiederberg.
Schmiederberg with some good old-fashioned 1-2 down here, and he's going to will his team to what looks like a victory with that clock continuing to wind down. Still some time on the clock, but the Charger defense, they got to come away with a takeaway here, Joe.
We're now more than midway through the fourth quarter. 5:49 to play. 27-14 Kittson County Central leading, and they've got the football 1st and 10 at the 24 of the Chargers. Muir over the right side, and he's not a tough, easy man to bring down either. And he'll take defenders with him to about the 15. Gain of 9 to the 15, second down and 1 for the Bearcats. And timeout Chargers as they want to give their team a break. 5:31 to go, fourth quarter. Kittson County Central 27, Grygla-Gatzke 14. We'll return to the Fargo Dome in 30 seconds on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
John Wayne and Marissa at the Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John Wayne and Marissa at Ben & Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
From the Fargo Dome, Joe Lancello with you, James Cardarelli on the field, Mac Robinson at Mission Control, and Faustin at KKCQ. Second and 2 from the 15. Give over the left side. Schmiederberg carrying again and carrying a defender with him as he goes out of bounds about the 15-yard line. Finally tackled by Trey Alton. But Kittson County Central taking command of this game with a 10-yard pickup for Schmiederberg. And as you said earlier, James, this has been a game of two halves.
Absolutely, and we talked about with Coach Corey Whaling of Kittson County Central before this game how important it was for them to be in the game a season ago and kind of experience a big-time game like this. And Chisholm Schmiederberg, the senior leader, he has really came out of the second half firing on all cylinders, leading his team.
On first down, the quarterback faking, going straight ahead for a keeper, a yard perhaps. Anthony England checking into the defensive front for Grygla-Gatzke. He's a 6-foot, 270-pound senior defensive tackle. Chargers take their second timeout. We'll keep it. No, we won't keep it here. 4:43 to go in the fourth. 27-14 Bearcats over the Chargers. Back in 30 seconds on Your Live Event and KKCQ FM.
At Grygla School, we thrive in our family-type atmosphere. We are a small school with big opportunities, from trap shooting and athletics to robotics and drama. At Grygla School, we promote small-town values. We are proud of all of our students, athletes, teachers, and faculty. Grygla School wishes good luck to all of our athletic teams during this fall and winter season. Come join our Grygla family. Together, we are Charter Strong.
For more information, visit grygla.k12.mn.us.
Second and goal for Kittson County Central at the Grygla-Gatzke Goodridge 4-yard line. 27-14, Bearcats in front. Looking to seal the deal here. Deuce backfield behind Fakin, the quarterback. Give over the left side. Schmiederberg will be stopped just short of the goal line. Third and goal. Third and goal at the 1, just inside the 1. The Bearcats with 4 takeaways in the second half as they come back from a 14-0 halftime deficit to lead 27-14 and hoping to put some icing on the cake now with just over 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Double tight end set, wing on the left, I formation, and whistles. And it'll be the Bearcats taking a timeout. 3:56 to go in the fourth. 27-14, Kittson County Central over Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke. Back in 30 seconds on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard.
At Community Co-op, we offer our energy solutions programs to help area farm operations. Hi, this is Rocky Bruin. One of our popular programs is our fuel contracting with only 30 cents per gallon upfront payment, and our pricing programs are a couple quick reasons why you would lock in your fuel contracting price with Community Co-op. Let us help you manage your risk. Call 1-888-935-2281 and we can discuss more of your energy solutions programs from Community Co-ops Lake Park.
Third and goal for Kittson County Central at the Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 1-yard line. 3:56 to go in the fourth quarter. Wing left, I formation. Fakin under center. Gives for Schmiederberg. And a hole and a touchdown on the right side.
Schmiederberg going in untouched. And that's going to put icing on the cake, just like you mentioned a little bit ago, Joe. Great second half performance here from the Bearcats.
33-14 Bearcats with 3:54 to play. Ten-play, 58-yard drive. Taking 4 minutes and 19 seconds, and the Chargers will go for two. Excuse me, the Bearcats will go for 2 here. Fakin throwing, and a wide-open receiver for the Deuce. Trying to find the guy who caught the ball.
That was Caden Vig, Joe.
Okay. So it's now 35-14 in favor of the Bearcats as they'll be moving on to play next weekend in the Section 9 section in the 9-man quarterfinals. We'll be back in 30 seconds on YourLiveEvent.com and KK. No, I'll keep it here. I'll keep it here.
This is a Bearcat
Took too
team.
long talking. Sorry.
Second year in a row that they are going to win this section championship game, led by the seniors, Fakin, as well as Schmiederberg and Caden Vig, and they absolutely came out in this second half refocused and re-energized.
Isaac Folan, part of that as well on the defensive and offensive line. Ted Webster on the line as Folan prepares to kick off. Ball loose, but fielded by Trey Alton. I believe that was. That may have been Carson Rabishko, number 29 instead. Charger football at their own 47. With 3:31 to play. 35-14. in favor of Kittson County Central, as they will have scored their second consecutive victory over Grygla-Goodridge this season. 3 receivers right. Out of the pistol. Pass caught by Lewis Jones. Down the near sideline, run out of bounds in front of the Bearcat bench at their own 45-yard line.
And let's not minimize what this Charger team has done this season. First time making it to the section championship game in 10 years, and these kids fought hard all game long.
Scoring wins over Badger, Greenbush, Middle River, and Warren Alvarado Oslo in the postseason to get here. 2nd and 2 from the Bearcat 45. 3 receivers left. From the pistol. Thrown to the far side for Jones. He's going to throw it downfield again, and this is caught at the 19-yard line. Kaylor Torgerson. Second time that Jones has thrown the ball today. This time it was completed.
The trick play, Jones puts it right on the money, and the Chargers aren't giving up yet.
Their second first down of the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 Chargers, the Bearcat 19 with under 3 minutes to play. Toss for Jones on a jet sweep around the right side. He'll gain to the 15. Second down and 6. 2:40 to play in regulation. Blake Ricklock, the junior quarterback, getting the play call from Coach John Wolebski on the far side of the field. Looks like Grygla-Gatzke Goodridge will be 8-3 on the year, while Kittson County Central will go to 11-0. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Out of the pistol is Ricklock. With time, throwing to the far side. Caught by Jones and a touchdown. The defender tried to cut in front of him, but it was Jones making the catch, ducking toward the far sideline and into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's an uphill battle here for the Chargers, but that touchdown gives them some life in this one. Going to have to onside kick and try and get the football back.
It's a 35-20 game with 2:07 to play in the fourth quarter. 53-yard drive in 4 plays. Chargers will go for 2. Jones coming in motion to the far side. Ricklock rolling right. Throwing in the end zone. Pass out of the reach of Kean Nelson, incomplete. 2:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Kittson County Central 35. Goodridge, Grygla-Gatzke 20. The kickoff in 30 seconds on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
Exceptional people, exceptional care.
Riverview Health is pleased to welcome Dr. Vanita Parikh to their team. Dr. Parikh is an experienced interventional pain management physician specializing in effective treatment options to increase functionality and comfort for daily living. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595. Dr. Parikh is seeing patients in both the Crookston and East Grand Forks clinics.
Riverview Health.
The Chargers scoring drive, 4 plays, 53 yards in a minute 24. Ricklock to Jones on a 15-yard scoring pass. And a different kicker for the Chargers now. This is Spencer Cohn, a junior. Onside kick coming, retrieved by the Bearcats at their own 49-yard line.
The quarterback faking on the hands team on that play, Joe.
Well, in a situation like that, you want your best athletes out there. Guys with good hands, they call it the hands team. So the Bearcats take over at their own 49, 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the fourth quarter with a 15-point lead, 35-20.
Chargers will be able to stop the clock once with that one timeout.
Out of the I formation. Schmiederberg over the left side, Russell down at the 45 of the Chargers, brought down by Blake Ricklock. And the final timeout taken by the Chargers with 1:58 to play. 35-20, the Bearcats over the Chargers. Back in 30 seconds on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard on YourLiveEvent.com and KKCQ.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Joe Lancello and James Cardarelli with you from the Fargo Dome. 1:58 to go in the fourth quarter. Grygla-Gatzke has called their final timeout. Kittson County Central with the ball. 2nd and 4 at the Charger 45. Schmiederberg started up the middle, veered over the left side, and gets a first down at the 38-yard line of the Chargers. Gain of 7.
And that'll just about do it. Getting that first down will go ahead and seal this victory. And the Bearcats are going to go to states for the 2nd year in a row, Joe.
And they'll bring an unbeaten record with them at 11-0.
Postgame, we'll try to grab as many players as we can. We'll talk to head coach Corey Whaling. Keep it here on YourLiveEvent.com.
And the victory formation now as Braden Fakin takes a knee to the 37-yard line. 2nd and 11, 1:10 to go. I think 2 more snaps is all they'll have to do. Or maybe just 1. A long time for Coach Corey Whaling to tell Braden Fakey what play he wants. Again, they're in victory formation. Fakin will take a knee with 38 seconds to go. And that will be enough. Kittson County Central rallying from a 14-0 deficit at halftime. Coming back thanks to 4 turnovers and defeating the Grygla-Gatzke Wolverines 35-20 as the players now line up to shake hands and the coaches as well. The final score, Kittson County Central 35, Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 20 in the Section 8 9-man football championship game. We'll come back to the Fargo Dome in 1 minute on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, YourLiveEvent.com and KKCQ.
The Erickson Smokehouse in Fertile, serving daily lunch and nightly dinner specials. Dine in or carry out 945-6806. As you travel to games this tournament season, stop in before or after at the Erickson Smokehouse for a great meal smoked in-house at the Erickson Smokehouse. Wings, brisket, chicken, and more when you head to the Erickson Smokehouse in Fertile. Wishing good luck to our area teams participating in postseason play. Daily lunch and nightly dinner specials available for dine-in or carry-out 945-6806 at the Erickson Smokehouse in Fertile.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
I'll definitely try and grab Schmiederberg
Okay, we are on the air right now. We are back. As the Chargers being awarded the runner-up trophy for Section 8.
And I know the Chargers, they wanted more. They wanted to win this game, obviously, but nothing to hold their heads about. They had a terrific season, and that community is more than proud of these boys. Let me tell you that.
Oh, sure. 8-3 is not a bad record. Neither is 11-0, which is what the Kittson County Central Bearcats are. $35-20 was our final score.
I have Coach Whaling with me right now. Are we on?
Yes, James, go right
All
ahead.
Right. Standing here with Coach Whaling. Coach, down 14-0 at half. We talked about the adversity. How proud are you of these guys to come out here, 35 unanswered points?
Yeah, very proud, but I hate to say it, but it's expected because that's how they play. And they've earned what they've got over the last couple years, and they put the work in, and they're coachable. We put some stuff together at halftime, did nothing different than what we are, but we just execute better. But I'm very proud of them.
You talked about the senior leadership ahead of this game with me. How big were those guys in that second half, and how calm were they going into the half?
Yeah, that's a little frustration with those guys sometimes because it's hard to read. They are always calm. So I'm probably the guy that's most uncalm half the time. So there's my family. So yeah, those guys, we said it before that opening kickoff the second half. I just said out seniors lead. That's all we got to do. So the underclassmen follow.
Coach, you're undefeated going into state. What gets it done to this point?
Be us. Just be us. Just be us.
Thank you for your time. Go celebrate with your team.
Thank you much.
All right, Joe.
Okay, James, thank you very much.
And the players are running over there. They're going to slap high fives with the fans. I will try to grab Schmiedeberg after he's done doing this.
I would certainly have Chisholm Schmiedeberg as one of our stars of the game, brought to you by Fosston Chiropractic Clinic. Trying to think of someone else from the Kittson County Central side. Faking the quarterback. Ran the game, controlled the game pretty well. Also had a big interception on defense. And James Cardarelli, I think, is on the field. He's got one of the Bearcat stars of the night with him.
Yeah, I'm standing here with Chisholm Schmiedeberg. I know you want to celebrate with your teams. You were down 14-0 going into half. What was your mindset coming into that second half?
You're going to start slow sometimes, and that's all right, but our mindset going into that is doesn't matter how slow you start, we're going to come back stronger. We're going to finish strong. We're giving everything we got. Coming out of the half, we knew we were going to come out a lot better. Everything that could have went wrong in the first half did, and we knew the second half was just going to be better.
Your running style. In the first half, I thought they were swarming around you, but you kept on wearing them down. Do you kind of feel the defense is getting worn down as you just continue to run through guys?
Oh yeah, if you can keep running right up the gut where they're trying to stop you, their defense is meant to stop you up the middle. If you can keep grinding up the middle like we do, that wears them down, and it's hard to keep going.
Well, it's your senior year. You're undefeated. You're going to states for the second time in a row. What's the end goal here for you and for the team?
Just take it one game at a time. We'll see how it goes.
Thank you for your time, Schmiedeberg, and hey, that was a great game.
Yep, thank you.
James, if you can you ask him one more question about that fumble recovery that he had, the pitch off that came off the Charger player's helmet that he recovered in midair?
I would, but somebody else is interviewing him right now. So.
Oh, well.
He's in high demand.
Okay, he certainly is.
I can get Isaac Folland right here. Isaac.
Okay. Isaac Fallon.
We do a quick interview.
Stand out on the offensive and defensive lines.
Mine is too.
And also an extra point kicker for the Bearcats. Go right ahead, James.
I'm with Isaac Fallon right here, a senior on this team. You guys are down 14-0 at halftime. What was the mood like in the locker room coming into that second half?
Wasn't the greatest mood. I wouldn't say it was anything near good. It was a bunch of straight faces and needed to do something good.
You were blowing up plays in the backfield all game long, especially in that second half. Could you kind of feel that momentum turning?
I felt the momentum going, and I was like, I didn't come out very good, and then I just turned it on. I had to do something.
And how long have you been kicking field goals?
Since ninth grade, I've been practicing them.
Well, hey, Isaac, senior year, you're undefeated going in the States. What's the end goal here for you and the team?
Make it to the end. Don't lose.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time, Isaac.
Okay, James Cardarelli, thank you very much.
And it looks like the players are clearing off. So we got Schmiedeberg there, we got Fallen, and yeah, I think I'm going to send it back up to you, Joe. It's been a pleasure down here on the field at the Fargo Dome. What an experience for me. And Joe, great job out of you all day, all game long. And you, Joey, with the camera, and Mac back in studio there in Foston.
Okay, we'll have to have another conversation just to go over some of our awards for today's game, too. 35-20. It was Kittson County Central coming from behind to defeat the Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke Chargers. We'll run down the scoring and have our Energy Player of the Game brought to you by Enbridge, as well as our Stars of the Game brought to you by Foston Chiropractic Clinic, and our Sell of the Game brought to you by JT's Station. 35-20, Kittson County Central, the winners of the Section 8 9-man football championship. We'll return to the Fargo Dome in 2 minutes after these words on YourLiveEvent.com and on KKCQ Radio.
Farmers Union Oil Company and Agronomy in Grygla has 24/7 pay at the pumps and a full convenience store. Bulk fuel and propane is also available. They are a full-service agronomy center, offering crop protection products and crop nutrients. They are a seed dealer for Peterson Farms and Pro Seed. Call today at 218-294-6153 or 218-294-6117. Farmers Union Oil Company and Agronomy in Grygla.
Grygla General Store is under new ownership. The terrific hometown grocery store offers a large assortment of groceries located at 102 North Main Avenue in Grygla. Whether you're passing through town or living locally in the area, Grygla General Store has all your grocery, hardware, and sporting good needs. The friendly staff at Grygla General Store hopes to see you soon. And best of luck to all the Charger teams and athletes during this fall and winter season. Go Chargers! From Grygla General Store, located at 102 North Main Avenue in Grygla.
At Grygla School, we thrive in our family-type atmosphere. We are a small school with big opportunities, from trap shooting and athletics to robotics and drama. At Grygla School, we promote small-town values. We are proud of all of our students, athletes, teachers, and faculty. Grygla School wishes good luck to all of our athletic teams during this fall and winter season. Come join our Grygla family. Together, we are Charger Strong.
For more information, visit grygla.k12.mn.us.
Back at Gate City Bank Field in the Fargo Dome, Joe Lancello and James Cardarelli with you. As it's time to hand out the awards, 35-20, Kittson County Central remaining undefeated as they win the Section 8 championship, coming from behind to defeat Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke. To run down our scoring summary, stats brought to you by Christian Motors in Fertile with a huge selection of used vehicles, christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. Chargers opened the scoring on a 54-yard, 15-play drive capped off by Matt Bussey scoring on a 3-yard run. The try for a 2-point conversion was no good. 6-0 in favor of the Chargers with 1:04 to go in the first quarter. into the second quarter. After a 3 and out, the Chargers will get the ball back and drive 56 yards in 11 plays. A 26-yard pass from Blake Ricklock to Kean Nelson for a touchdown, and then Ricklock to Matt Bussey for a 2-point conversion to make it 14-0 in favor of the Chargers with 6:19 to go in the half. And that would be the halftime score, 14-0 in favor of Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke. The Chargers took the second half kickoff, and on their first series, there was an interception by linebacker Xander Anderson of the Bearcats, and he returned the ball to the Charger 15-yard line. 5 plays later, the Bearcats are on the scoreboard. Chisholm Schmiedeberg scoring on a 3-yard run. Isaac Folan's extra point made it 14-7 with 7:48 to go in the third quarter. Then on the Chargers' next possession on their second play, they would fumble. Ricklock, the quarterback, would fumble, recovered by the Chargers. At the Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 32, 5 plays later, the score is tied. Schmiedeberg scoring on a 6-yard run. Folan's extra point tied it with 5:35 to play in the third quarter. Then on the next possession by the Chargers, a pass thrown by Kaylor Torgeson, a trick play on 3rd and long, was intercepted by Braden Fakin of the Bearcats, and he would return it to the 31-yard line of the Bearcats, and that would be with 4:10 to go in the third quarter. The score after 3 quarters was 14-all, but on the second play of the fourth quarter, Schmiedeberg with his 3rd touchdown of the day, a 7-yard run. Extra point made it 21-14 with 11:42 to play in the ball game. And then on the ensuing possession by Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke, there was a pitch out that was intended for Lewis Jones, but it hit him in the helmet and was caught in midair by Chisholm Schmiedeberg, and he returned it some 40 yards for a touchdown. The extra point was missed to make it 27-14 with 9:08 to play. And the Bearcats would finish the scoring on a 10-play, 58-yard drive, finish their scoring. That took 4 minutes, 19 seconds. Schmiedeberg's 4th touchdown of the day and a 1-yard run. A 2-point pass to Caden Vig made it 35-14 with 3:54 to go. The Chargers would score again, a 15-yard pass from Ricklock to Lewis Jones. Try for a 2-point conversion failed, and that made it 35-20 with 2:07 to play, and that was the final score of the game. And time now for our awards. First of all, our sub of the game. Truthfully, there weren't that many substitutes. Everybody kind of stayed on the field for the entire length of the game. Not too many terrible substitutions, but we will go with our sub of the game. We will go for Isaac Folan, the offensive and defensive standout lineman of the Bearcats. He will be our sub of the game, brought to you by JT Station. Our stars of the game, brought to you by Foston Chiropractic Clinic. From Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke, we would be amiss if we didn't mention quarterback Blake Ricklock and his strong play for the Chargers today. And from the Kittson County Central side, Xander Anderson for an interception that started the ball rolling in the Bearcats' direction early in the third quarter. And also, Chisholm Schmiedeberg, the senior running back, came in with almost 1,800 yards on the ground this season coming into today. He scores 4 touchdowns, 3 on the offensive side, 1 on defense. No, hold on a second. I think he got all 5. I got to find my notes again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Schmiederberg, all 5 touchdowns. So he is one of our stars of the game, or probably the number 1 star, brought to you by Foston Chiropractic Clinic. And Chisholm Schmiederberg, also our energy player of the game, brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Check enbridge.com for career opportunities. So Chisholm Schmiederberg, our energy player of the game, brought to you by Enbridge. And that is going to do it for us tonight here from the Fargo Dome. Thanks very much to Mac Robinson back at Mission Control at KKCQ in Foston. Thanks to our sponsors. We thank you for joining us on this broadcast, and please patronize our sponsors and let them know that you appreciate their sponsoring our coverage of high school football on yourliveevent.com. And thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. For James Cardarelli, I'm Joe Lancello. The final score here, Kittson County Central winning their 2nd consecutive Section 8 9-man football title and remaining undefeated. Kittson County Central 35, Goodridge Grygla-Gatzke 20. Have a good night. And stay tuned to yourliveevent.com for more playoff high school football from Minnesota and North Dakota. Keep tuned right here to yourliveevent.com. Good night, everyone.